Hey people? Do we have people here? Hi, Hoff. Good to see you, Hoff. Yeah, I think we've got a few people in chat now. Great. Welcome back, everyone, to Mike, the Slug Disco community manager person, plays Empires of the Undergrowth. Hiya, Let's Draco. Hiya, Lorteroid Dex. I guess you pronounce it that way. Hiya, David. Right, okay. If I remember last time, my desk and webcam are a bit wobbly, so I'll try not to touch the desk too much during this intro when my webcam's up in large size for everyone. Magus or Magus 187, welcome. Plasma Gamer, just lurking. Well, you're not now, are you? You're in chat now, mate. Not much you can do about that. Right, okay. So, just a little lowdown for anyone who wasn't here last time. I'm, like I say, I'm Mike, the community manager for Slug Disco. John has been recently away at his in-laws, where he hasn't been able to stream for a week or so. He's actually back now, but he's not streaming today, so I'm going to do a stream today. John thinks he might stream tomorrow, so John might be back with some dead stream rather than just playing the game tomorrow. But in the meantime, last time that I streamed, which was on Monday, wasn't it? No, Sunday. It was on Sunday. We started a new Formicarium, and we played level 1-1 new home on hard difficulty. So if you just give me a mo, I'm gonna boot up Empires, and we'll carry on with that playthrough. Just need to restart Steam, as I often do on this computer. And then we'll get to the proper view. Okay, Varmint. Varmint is now Ant Luxembourg. Understood. Wait, so you are not the guy that was streaming developing the game? No, I'm not. The guy that was streaming developing the game is John, and if he looks similar to me, that's because he has a direct genetic link to me. He's my brother. He's my brother. He's about 18 months younger than me, but both of us are on the team in different roles. But yeah, I assume that I look fairly similar to John to some extent. Right. Okay, Steam is booted up now. I'm just going to launch Empires of the Undergrowth, and we'll decide what we're doing. It's a clone. Technically, John would be the clone of me, not the other way around, because he's younger. Well, I have two accounts, and I think I'll use this one more, probably. Yeah. I like things with ants in the title. Empires the Undergrowth esports when? Oh, do you not know about the esports scene for Empires already? It's kind of underground at the moment, but it is there. It isn't. Hi, Datboy of Thoughts. Nice to see you. Nice to see you back. Okay, right. Is that the right view? It is. I'll just turn off the background music, and then we can play the game. Again, I think last time, as I said last time, we're using 4G for our upload speed because my home internet doesn't have decent upload connections, and I think I've tweaked levels about right now. So even though it's not the best quality stream you'll ever see, I shouldn't have too many disconnect issues, but it might happen. And if it does happen, then I should be able to see fairly quickly when that happens. Could you turn the music down a little? I can. Options, yeah. Let me know about audio levels, etc., guys. I think we got it roughly right last time, but it might need tweaking here and there. So if I go to music volume, just pop that down a tad. We'll see how we do. Okay, so we are going to continue with Europia, which is the what chat named our colony last time. I'm Grey Dabadee, by the way, is my personal colony, which is funnily enough grey in colour. I need a colony as the community manager for this game. I need to be able to have a fully completed colony to go in and check for bugs that people report, etc. But I deleted everything else. So I had loads of tests. Right, let's load up Europia. Europia, I should say. I know you have to rotate comments and tell us how big our game audio could be slightly low so I can hear you clearly, but for now it's fine. Yes, I will. Once we're actually in the game, I think we'll tweak things out a bit. I've actually on this. I could probably just change the mode on this microphone. Is that any better? Anyone? It should be cardioid mode now. So I can just pop the gain up a little on this as well. How is that? Okay, yeah, that seems to be better. Great. Yeah, I think I set this this microphone to a wider recording mode when I was recording something the other day. But yeah, when I'm just sat here talking to you guys, the cardioid mode is the way to go. Cool. Right. Okay, that's better. Clearly. Okay, so we've got our blue ants, who are Formicarium, the gene thief colony. Let's just at the start of the stream, let's open up this let's open up the overground and go and collect food that we've got from beating 1-1. Now, something up to you guys, really, this, but something I thought I might try to do on this stream. There's an achievement which I believe is called Enemy of My Enemy, which I haven't got on my personal account yet, which is you get a mole cricket to take out a spider in 2-2. No, in 1-2, sorry. So once I've finished 1-2, we can try again, and I'll have to beat the whole level again. You have to complete the level to get that achievement. But if you fancy doing that, then we can. Or if not, we'll just go on to do the challenge mode. Not the challenge mode, sorry. The Formicarium challenge. The first Formicarium challenge after we beat 1-2. Maybe I'm many. Yep. Build speed tiles on a. Yeah, you build speed tiles. You've got to build. The way to do it, really, you've got to game the system slightly. So it's a good test of your knowledge of the game systems. Is Enemy of My Enemy. You need to build worker tiles over the nest of a spider which hasn't been killed yet, and then hopefully it's a dice roll, but hopefully the mole cricket, which is the challenge mode for the level, will spawn over there, and at that point the mole cricket should go and kill the spider before it goes for your ants, and then you've got to beat the level. Hello, the Grey Scientist, welcome back. Worked on achievements 1-1 and got everyone, but I didn't do anything tip then. But once I failed the second. I find it fascinating how different building styles of different people. Absolutely. While I was chilling last night, I watched a streamer who had very much the kind of the mindset of just spawn lots of things. Dig out your underground as much as possible and just build lots of stuff, and it worked out okay for him. I could see some optimizations there, but there are lots of different play styles which are valid in this game. Building one-size tiles at the place the slave makers come from used to be a good strat for being able to play on endlessly. Yeah, things have changed since John changed the spawning system for the mole crickets in that level. It's not quite as gameable as it used to be. Okay, we're just gonna get some more workers. Yeah, I swear at the end of last stream I built some soldiers. Well, I certainly unlocked them anyway. Yeah, they're unlocked. Some black ants. I probably just forgot to save the game before I quit last time. So that's fine. I can just go and rebuild some of them. Yeah, I just clearly forgot to save the game.
The workers have raised their first Formicarium ant.
Finally, we have the opportunity to observe multiple species within the same colony.
Just gonna rearrange my setup slightly, guys. Just be a sec. There we go. Can see you guys a bit easier without having to strain to my second monitor right at the very edge of it. I don't think I can upgrade these yet. I need to unlock the upgrades. We have no royal jelly left, so we need to play some more levels to get some more jelly. The only nice human in the game is the narrator. True. Yeah, the scientists are not very nice people. Yeah, one of them is clearly very busy trying to organise a team of scientists who are doing ethically questionable experiments on the ants anyway. And the other one is just clearly getting some pleasure from torturing this colony, which isn't very nice. But it's nice to have an antagonist. People love to hate him, and it was a surprise for us as the game developers when we saw how well it worked. The mad scientist approach. People really do despise that guy. Yeah, maybe a few more of these. Varmint says, I must admit so far I have only played the main story and should have played some of the side quests. Well, they're not exactly side quests because they're not tied in to rewards for the main story at all. They're just extra levels, which we thought would be a nice way of kind of tiding people over, because we're fully aware of the fact that our major updates tend to take quite a long time between them, because we're a small team and this is our first game. But the extra levels don't take us very long to do. Because they're reusing existing assets and systems. We don't have to design new things for them. We just have to make the level itself. And John streams the development of those extra levels. And like I said, he'll probably be back tomorrow doing some more streaming. Right, I'm just going to save. And then we're going to load up 1-2. And we'll play it on hard difficulty, I think. I personally think 2-2 is the best level till now. I think my personal favourite level is actually 3-1. Because you're directly against another colony, and you can, if you like, as a secondary goal, you can, a secondary way to win, you can go and take out the enemy queen, which is cool. I like how army ant media are much better than my calculations indicate. Their low health means they are very likely to be overkilled, meaning it wastes a lot of damage potential. I've yet to find a way to compensate for it in my calculations. There's quite a lot of things in this game. I mean, that aren't even necessarily that obvious to us. We should probably work on ways of making things a bit more obvious in some ways. But like I said in the stream on Sunday, a common one that we hear is that workers are useless, but they're not. They're really not. It's just you don't necessarily need them to win. Certainly on the lower difficulty levels. On the upper difficulty levels, they're kind of essential. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's there. One two is by far the most fun. I think 1-2 is the easiest level in the game, and you can kind of just, yeah, you're right, you can have fun with it. So we're going to play that now. Okay.
This Formicarium Black Ant Queen has given birth to her first brood. While the workers established their new territory in the earth, above ground, a nearby colony of Formica sanguinea slave maker ants are on the lookout for would-be victims. These ants specialize in stealing larvae from neighboring nests and raising them as their own. If the black ant colony isn't prepared for the inevitable incursion, they may be wiped out entirely. Formica sanguinea are not the only danger for the fledgling colony. There is something even more sinister nearby, lurking in the darkness.
Yeah, 3-1 is surprisingly easy if you use mages and workers only. Yeah, I agree with that. I think the media are probably due a bit of a buff. Yeah, I do agree with that. Before we get the game out to version 1.0, we are very likely to do a big old balance pass on everything. And yeah, there's lots of threads on our official forums actually with people discussing the balance, and that's a good thing. I haven't personally replied to those threads yet. I'm just kind of reading them and absorbing them, and then I can inform the guys a bit more about kind of the opinion that people have in that way. But yeah, when the time comes for proper balance passes, for big balance passes, then yes, those discussions that are being had in the community at the moment will be referred to, definitely. Yeah, but for now, I don't want to kind of just jump in there with my my opinion of how things are. I'd rather the community just feels things out and comes back with us to us with some kind of some proper opinions. Cool. Right. This level, by the way, has my favourite music in the game. I think the Liam has used Liam, one of the devs, and also the composer for the game, has used plucked strings as the kind of thematic idea behind the music in this level, and it's so evocative of a spider walking over a web. I love it. I think it's very clever indeed. Right, we're not going to be too much longer until we get the Formica sanguinea coming to take our larvae, so get some soldiers up.
Food is too scarce to support greater numbers.
I think the music is generally fantastic of the game. It is. It is. Liam, who, like I say, who makes the music, I've known him for years, and he's pretty much a polymath. He's good at everything, which is annoying. You know those people that you meet who are just good at everything they try to do? Isn't that annoying? No, of course it isn't. He's a fantastic guy, and he's steering this ship very well, I think. The ship that is Slug Disco. Okay. We are on hard difficulty, so I do need to think about taking out a spider at this point. So we'll go for this one first, I think.
Sigestria florentina, a funnel web spider. She is large, fast, and equipped with a deep, powerful bite. Her lair is carpeted by sheets of silk woven between tripwires that radiate out from the entrance. She can detect even the slightest vibrations with her sensitive legs. Any ant that strays too close will be snapped away in the blink of an eye. There are intruders in the nest.
Yeah, for these two down here, they're a tricky pair of spiders here. You've got to pretty much just concentrate on one then the other.
Sanguinea scout has sensed the presence of the black ants.
We've got the we've got the slave makers coming in now.
The question remains as to whether they will merely pillage a generation of young or wipe out the colony entirely. In the end, it will come down to the tenacity of the defending ants. By working together, the ants have overwhelmed one of the funnel web spiders. She won't be causing any more trouble for the colony. Her sisters, however, still present a problem. There are intruders in the nest.
Oop, blimey, I didn't intend to unearth that one just yet. It's fine, we can go and deal with that. Right, we'll start getting raids very shortly. Probably do with upgrading the food storage at this point. Yeah, here come the raids now. So that's fine, we just need to get a shift on basically and keep moving. Are Sanguinia statistically identical to black ants in terms of armor and HP and attack? They're not, funnily enough. No, and you can see that when you play the other foot, where you get slave makers as pretty much the black ant substitute. I'll see if I can find, actually, just give me a moment. There's a spreadsheet that the game uses that dictates the stats, etc., of everything in the level. Copy link. Okay, so I'm just going to pop in chat now that it's a spreadsheet. So if you've got something like Microsoft Excel or Google Docs, you'll be able to open that. But it's just a CSV, just a comma separated value thing. But this is what the game uses for all the creatures. It just extracts them from there, and you can see there the difference in the slave makers from the black ants. But they are basic creatures. They have an attack and a movement speed and a health. They don't have particular special abilities. Okay. Again, like last time, I'm just going to briefly open up these tips if anyone who's watching this or the VOD later or on YouTube in a few weeks' time wants to just pause and see these tips. But obviously, I've seen them all before. And I'm assuming most of you guys have as well. So.
Head straight for the brood chambers. They must be stopped.
Okay.
The raiding party is left, and with them they have taken 10% of the black ant brood. The Fusca colony must replenish quickly if they are to survive the next assault.
Yeah, I think the key for this level, it's not a difficult level, it's just keep spending and keep expanding. If you can do those two things, then it's kind of difficult to mess it up too much.
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
Take out another spider, I think.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Yeah, sometimes you need to find the right strats for your insane runs. Yep, you guys who like to play on insane, you do that. I'm not an insane level player. Over time I've gotten, as I've gotten better at the game, I can play it on hard fairly comfortably for the most part. But I don't want to, just be a massive sweat lord trying to beat the game on insane. Because I probably won't, and I just would get annoyed at the game at that point. Some of you guys are way better at that than me.
The Sanguinia colony seeks once again.
Yeah, if I want to play any game on insane, I want it to be a first-person shooter. Like Doom Eternal is my current favourite game, and I'll play that lots and lots of times.
The raiding party is left, and with them they have taken 10%.
That's me personally, but FPS is my genre. Obviously, John and Liam and Matt, who are making this game, funnily enough, their favourite genre of game is RTS. Who'd have thought?
The workers have done all they can to prepare this brood chamber.
Go ratio of 3 army ants equals 1 worker. Speaking of slave maker ant stats, the ants that take the eggs don't have a level indication. Correct. Yeah, the ones that you're using in when you play the other foot, there are two types. There's ones that take your brood, and there's ones that just attack. And when you're playing the other foot, you obviously you're using the ones that attack. They're two different creature types from the game engine perspective.
The Sanguinia colony seeks once again to bolster.
Yep. So these are the ones here that just take eggs, and they have the charge ability, so they can quite easily walk through ants. They'll still take damage, but they have kind of an armor ability where they won't be blocked by your ants.
The raiding party was no match for the valiant defenders.
Yeah, we got them all that time. Cool.
The brood remains safe for now. There are intruders in the nest. The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
I would call myself an Empires of the Undergrowth tryhard, but 3-1 on Insane was a pickle. Was it now? The leaf cutters need about 80 ants before food can be processed quickly. I guess so, yeah, that's probably about right. Yeah, before things become really efficient. Okay, let's get our ladies back home for the raid that's coming in. Get rid of that.
The slave makers are back. They can sense larvae, and they want their share.
I think we got them all again. Got most of the food from up here. Yeah, time to move on to.
The raiding party is left.
Oh no, one of them did escape.
10% of the black ant brood. The queen must lay quickly to return the colony to its former strength. There are intruders in the nest.
Cool. Right. We are going to open up another spider here, I think.
There are intruders in the nest.
Shouldn't be a problem. See if we can't. Well, we're quite late in the level now. We probably can't do this without taking a couple of losses at this point. Or even 7, 6. It's not too bad. We're not far off now. The wheel will
and with them they have taken 10% of the Black Ant
2,
brood.
3, 4, 5,
It is
6,
only a matter
7.
of
That should
time
fulfill
before they
our
return.
worker requirement. And we have 10 to do for the soldiers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. There you go. That should do us. So now we just have to survive the final wave. But in the meantime, let's get some food. There's food over here. I don't think we need to excavate anymore now. Yeah, let's just grab what we can from here. And it's the final wave. It's not an extra especially difficult wave. On top of it's just the next wave according to the game rules. In 1-2, I always start on the right side. I've always started on the left, but I don't know. That might be because I'm left-handed. Yeah, I always naturally want to go this way first, and then maybe later go that way. But I don't think we need to now. Okay.
The slave makers are back. They can sense larvae.
I think
They
we've
want
got this
their
level
share.
done now. Which, yeah, it is the easiest level in the game, is Subjugation. Which I don't think is really a bad thing. It is nice to sometimes just play a nice, easy level. There we go.
Once again, the slave makers return to their nest with new black ant larvae to raise as their own. The raids will continue, but this Formicarium colony has proved its capacity to endure and grow. Eventually they will surpass their parasitic overseers, and the continued raids of the slave makers will reduce to nothing more than a mere inconvenience for the great Black Ant Empire.
Hey, I got achieve that time. Win the level within 16 minutes on medium difficulty. I have had that one before. Thought 2-2 was the easiest. I find 2-2 slightly stressful because the game kind of, by design, the way the narration is written, it kind of implies that you have to make some hard choices. You don't really, though. The choice is pretty much defend one of the aphid farms, or don't and fail. But yeah, it makes I feel a bit stressed playing it, and also the music does that as well. Liam did some very dramatic, climactic kind of music for 2-2.
How is the colony progressing?
The Queen is exhibiting interesting new behaviors. I believe the colony is beginning to adapt.
Always thought I worked left because it was just natural direction to move counterclockwise. People are different. Yeah, some people go the other way. Okay, right. So we have our food rewards. We'll go and collect some of this stuff. Yep, defend aphid farm or hunt in the underground. Or hunt on the overground. Yeah, it's not stated explicitly in the level, but if you defend an aphid farm, then you pretty much, even if there's, because the aphids do not produce honeydew during the night, but as long as you've got a reasonably sized army, there's going to be lots of devil's coach horse that come along, which you can kill and eat. So as long as you're on the surface, you're getting a pretty much infinite supply of food. Right, so guys, we've got a bit of a choice right now. I'm going to nip to the loo in just a sec, but and I'll let my ants just collect food in the meantime. But we can redo one of the 1-2 levels on a challenge mode, or we can just go straight for the Formicarium challenge, which I think will probably win, but not definitely, because we've only had the food rewards from completing 2 levels. So yeah, up to you guys. And I'm gonna just separate my forces out like this, and I'll let them collect food. In fact, before I do that, so I don't waste too much time, I'm gonna expand the food storage touch. Otherwise, they'll just do nothing. Hello, Wolf Saviour. Oh, it's the dev. I'm not a dev. I'm the community manager for Slug Disco. But John is my brother, so he looks a bit like me. Yeah, the grind in the game, by the way, it's not really intentional. It's just kind of a consequence of the system we've got set up. And again, this needs balance. The idea is that you could play, like for instance, 1-1 and 1-2 on medium difficulty and have enough resources to then complete the challenge. In practicality, in real life, it doesn't necessarily work that way. So there is balance to be had there, but we don't want the game to be grindy. It's turned out that way for various reasons. In some respects, it's not very grindy, and there are things we can do to reduce the grind. Mike, I dare you to do a 1-2 insane run insane and challenge. You can dare me all you like, my friend. I'm still not going to do it. I think I may well do a challenge mode, but I don't think I'm doing it on insane. Right, okay. I'm just gonna nip to the loo, and I'll just let these ants collect stuff while I'm there. Okay, back in just a minute. with my Lassius Niger. I do really want to see him try the renewable food source achievement for idea for 1-2. Surviving for 1 hour, only possible by getting food income from mole crickets. These are the kind of things that you guys who really like self-punishment like to do. Right, okay. So, guys, do we want to try... I'm not playing Insane. I'm not doing that. But should we just try the Formicarium challenge? Or shall we do a level on a challenge mode? I think I can probably do a poll, can't I? Level on challenge mode. Yeah, I just need to look up briefly how to do I'm quite new to Twitch streaming. It's John that does it usually. How to do a poll. Give me a sec. Yeah, we don't have an auto mod or anything. It's through Stream Manager, is it? Right. Give me a sec. Yeah, I'm on mod view at the moment because that's my default one. I usually mod for John. Have things been relatively stable, guys? I think I've tweaked it about right for the 4G upload. Yeah, we don't have an official Discord Wolf Savior. There are a couple of unofficial ones, but with our small team at the moment, we're not really in a position to be managing a Discord on top of everything else. I think we'll it's on the cards eventually. I think, but right now, not at the moment. Yeah, thanks for that. Things are stable. Cool. Yeah, don't need to worry about the stream settings then. Hi, Reginald. Welcome back. I think we're all just getting by, aren't we? In the midst of this pandemic. Doing what we can. Yeah. Right. Okay. Okay. Poll coming up, guys. Yeah. Took me an embarrassingly long amount of time to work out how to do that poll, but I know now. Yeah, after 3 minutes or so, we'll see how people are feeling. Good time for any random questions people have, or just about out of territory there. Just unlocking the upgrades for the Formicarium, so I can upgrade my my black ants, help us out in the wars to come. Right. Okay, it looks like 5 of the votes. So the winning vote. The winning vote is put you on head. So we'll be doing that first. What's that? Sure, ideas. Oh, I have left the house at some point. Okay. So there you go. That's the first thing that that chat wanted to do. Done. Right. The second most popular vote was Formicarium Challenge 1, funnily enough. So we're going to try Formicarium Challenge 1. If it doesn't work, we will do one of the levels with the challenge mode active to get some extra resources. But we will have a go at challenge 1. We'll collect the food that we haven't collected yet, and then we'll have a go at challenge 1. I did not expect him to actually follow through. Hey, Hoff. If I say I'm going to do something, I'll do it a good 25% of the time. Bit more food down here that the ants dropped, presumably when the storage got filled up. Right. Okay. Now, during the Formicarium challenge, you do get given food by the scientists as well. So I don't think I want to upgrade much more than that, but I think we'll just go from this point. 100% of 25%. Absolutely. Absolutely. 100% of that 25% of the time, I will do exactly what I say. For instance, putting a shoe on my head. God, that's an old meme, isn't it? Right. Okay, we are going to do challenge 1. We'll see how we do. I'm going to play it on medium.
The outworld to the feeder colonies. I want to see how these Ereptors respond under pressure.
I will prepare the experiment.
Let's begin with a small threat.
Connecting the Fusca colony now. I will let 10 through to start with.
Math is fun. Math can be fun.
The Ereptors identified the threat and responded very quickly.
Just for my own bandwidth reasons, I'm gonna stop viewing the stream on my computer here. Okay, right.
Have neutralized the threat to their queen.
Good. Continue the experiment and let me know the results. Don't add more than 30 ants at once, though. We don't want to harm the queen.
Understood.
Yeah, I saw it lagging. My 4G upload is okay, but as long as I'm not downloading anything from it at the same time. Actually, we want to keep underground at this point.
Excellent. Introducing a further 50 rival Ereptor ants.
Ah, these poor ants. Ah, the scientists are just so unfeeling, aren't they? And of course, if you've played the other foot, you'll know where these ants come from. Just another colony trying to get by.
Fascinating.
The pianist is hamming it. It's Liam.
Let's try 60 Raptor ants.
I didn't see him make the music, but I suspect it's synthesized rather than him. He does play piano, does Liam, and he plays very well. But I suspect he's just done it in the synthesizer rather than actually play. But you never know. There is a sheet music for it. We've had a couple of people ask that, and it does exist somewhere.
A superb response.
I keep feeling like I'm too rich to have bad internet anywhere. If I could pay for better internet where I live, I would. But it's in the middle of a small town in England, and there's just no fibre optic or anything. It just doesn't exist here.
Let's start with 20 of each.
Okay. So we're going to deal with these 20 of each and then get the food. Or just die. That's the other option. Nah, I think we're fine.
An unconventional defense, yet highly effective. It's interesting to see.
Even so, composing that is awesome. Such a good feel.
Perhaps we should try 30 of each.
Yes, he's a talented guy, Liam is, like I said earlier.
Magnificent! Once again, our Raptors triumph.
Okay, food. Gotta go into food.
Seeds on the surface for my succeeding Raptors. Gather them quickly.
Fun fact, in the original implementation of the game, the scientists did not give seeds throughout the challenges. That was added as a balancing measure during testing. And then I wrote the lines like, some seeds on the surface of my succeeding Raptors. Yeah, I wrote them.
The colony's ability to withstand such overwhelming assaults is incredible.
Liam writes pretty much everything else.
They handle a sustained flow of aggressors.
Yeah, this is the part of the challenge that really kind of draws out your resources, just the constant flow of ants. Yeah, this is the part that really challenges. Really tests if you're ready or not.
Things a little more interesting.
Curious if you guys have the story all planned out, or if it's more a natural progression. At this point, we pretty much do. I don't think Liam's got around to actually writing the very end of things now, but we do have it planned out at this point. But certainly we didn't back in 2017 when we released Early Access. But at this point, we do know pretty much all the creatures that are going to be in the game now, and the ants. At least the initial 1.0 release version. Okay, so if we just get some... I think we're actually fine for food, aren't we? I find it funny that my food stores are usually so big before I go for the challenges that I don't need those 50 food. Yeah. In this case, though, I didn't do a level on a challenge mode to get some extra resources, so we are pretty much flying by the seat of our pants, as it were. We'll see how we do.
Perhaps that's enough for now.
It might be all right. Yeah, we've still got a couple of hundred food. Hey, we did
How
it.
has the colony been responding?
They mounted an excellent defense against 20, 25, and even 30 Fusca ants.
You liar.
Perfect. Perhaps we can provide more of a challenge for them next time.
What a fantastic suggestion.
Jelly. We'll have jelly. Yeah, we did way better than I thought we were going to then.
Let's see how the colony grows over the next few days.
Now that they have experienced battle, I expect to see a significant rise in the number of soldiers.
Okay, right. I think we're more or less at the end of the stream now. We've done 1, 2, and we've even done the Formicarium challenge, which I wasn't anticipating really today, but it worked out okay. So I think we'll end the stream there. And John, like I said earlier on, John's back home, and he'll be streaming probably tomorrow, and then carrying on his normal streaming schedule. But in the future, if John's busy, he's a young father now. He's busy or otherwise indisposed and can't do a stream. Then I'll try and do one to fill in that gap, and we'll carry on with our blue Formica erecta colony. As we progress. So next time will be 2-1 Rising Tide is what we'll do next time. So yes, thank you for joining me, everyone. Yeah, so John will stream tomorrow. Yes, I think he will, probably. Not definitely, but I think he will. Yeah. Dicycle Bay, easy man. Hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you. Thanks for joining me on my stream. It's been fun. If I had one suggestion, it would be to increase the food from the crickets. It's varmint. Yeah, it's a bit of an issue here. We've got to be careful with crickets. Very, very careful, because otherwise, if we have too much food from them, it just becomes easier rather than more difficult once you've killed the first one, because it's just food delivered straight to you. So we have to be very restrictive with the food that you get from mole crickets. Okay, thanks everyone. Yes, we will be back. I don't know when. A couple of weeks. When John has a gap in his schedule that I can fill. But tomorrow you'll probably get John doing some dev streaming. And if not, within a few days certainly. So thank you everyone. For joining me. It's been a pleasure. And I'll see you next time. Wrong button. Wrong button. Right button. Wrong button. There we go.